To Jerusalem with love.
אזרחי ישראל, מאז שעות הבוקר, משיבים כוחותינו ביבשה ובאוויר מלחמה שערה במטרה להביס את צבאותיו של השליט המצרי התוקפן. נוסף על ההסכם שבינו לבין סוריה, כרת שליט מצרים בעצם ימים אלה הסכמים צבאיים עם ירדן, עיראק וכווית.
We heard in the radio that the Jordanian Legion decided, Hussein, the king, decided to get involved in the war. We all were informed that we are going to fight in Jerusalem, and I have the feeling that we are going to take part in the most important battle of the Jewish nation, to break into the old city, to liberate the Holy Mountain and the Kotel Ma'aravi. We, the commanders, get to the western part of Jerusalem, the city under heavy fire. All people are in shelters, in darkness, absolutely darkness. We went down to a shelter of one family, talking about we are going to break into the old city. The old lady went out, and after half an hour, she came back and gave me a flag. That's our flag from the old city. Me and my husband, we lived there, and I put it in your pouch. And then with tears, with very sweat tears on my back. Up to now, I feel it. She told us, you will reach the Kotel Ma'aravi. You will hang this little flag on the Kotel Ma'aravi. God will help you. God will bring you in peace. You have to know that all the Jewish nation pushing you in the fingertop. And then she changed, not all the Jewish people, all the generation of the Jewish people. And with tears, she gave us really the feeling that all the Jewish generation are pushing us. Then, exactly on 2 at night, suddenly into the darkness, 2 giant projects light up suddenly into the eyes of the Jordanian, and began the orchestra of our tanks, machine guns, artillery, and suddenly all the area was with fire, with heavy fire, and we began to run into the neighborhood.
מפקדי הגדודים, אנחנו יושבים על הרכס שצופה לעיר העתיקה, ועוד מעט אנחנו עומדים להיכנס אליה. העיר העתיקה של ירושלים, שמאז כל הדורות חולמים עליה ושואפים אליה. אנחנו נהיה הראשונים להיכנס אליה.
We had found quite old Arabic of the Waqf, and he gave us a key, very big key, to open the Mughrabi gate, and he told Rafi Malka, 19 years, we were sure, I was sure you will come back. I was sure. Here is a key for the Kotel El Yahud.
I remember the moment after we opened the door with the huge key. One of our team shouted, "Here is the Kotel." It was my first encounter with the Western Wall. I was very, very excited. It stood there on the right in its glory.
And Stempel, my second in command of the brigade, told us to climb up to hang the flag on top of the wailing wall. Stempel ordered me to write on the flag of Israel is hanging now today, Kefchet Iyar, 7 of June 1967, on the wailing wall in Jerusalem by the 55 Brigade, the brigade who conquered Jerusalem. And then he changed me. Change it. Liberate Jerusalem. And then hang with tears the little flag on the iron grid. And we were stand in a line to thank Hatikva.
Moshe Stempel, the brigade deputy, he asked me to give him my microphone, and he addressed to Motagur. He said, pupil,
הר הבית בידינו, כאן תלמיד, הר הבית בידינו. רות שריף קיבלנו, כל הכבוד.
the wailing wall is in my hand, and the Israeli flag was hoisted. His voice was shaken. It still echoes in my ears.
We were absolutely tears. Each of us has his thought, has his connection to his parents, his grandparents, his history. Immediately after that, he took me aside and with tears told me, Zamush, if my grandfather had any chance to know that I will be here, paratroopers, with red shoes, with Uzi, here on the Kotel Maravi in Jerusalem, they would be happy to give their life 1,000 times, only to know that someday it will happen in the future. It was unbelievable. We will never leave this place. We will never give it up.
I remember Uzi Elam, he sent to bring the military chief rabbi, Shlomo Goren, to the Western Wall. He came with the Bible in his hand, and a shofar was hanging on his neck, and he prayed Shehecheyanu. And then he tried to blow the shofar, but he was so emotional, he could not blow the shofar. Then Uzi Elam said to him, Rabbi, please give me the shofar. I played trumpet in the orchestra of my kibbutz. And the rabbi gave him the shofar, and Uzi blew the shofar, and he succeeded. Nobody at that time knew that we occupied the old city. And because there was no news about it, and when we reached the top of the walls, suddenly all the soldiers started to sing the most famous song, new song, Jerusalem of Gold. And suddenly we saw from the Jewish side near the Wailing Wall thousands of people looking to us, astonished, understand that Jerusalem is in our hand. Finally, after so many years of suffering, of shooting and shelling, suddenly about 3 or 4 started to run towards the fence and they throw to our package, and inside was an Israeli flag, and that was the second flag that we put on one of the positions in the west across the Jewish environment.